Morning, dear students. Today we are starting the exercise 3.4 and the topic in this exercise is invertible matrix. That is, we will be calculating the inverse of a matrix by the elementary transformation. Before I start that part, I want to explain you what is the meaning of invertible matrix. Now let A be any square matrix of order M. It can be 2 by 2 or it can be 3 by 3. And if there exists another matrix B, if A is one square matrix and if there exists another matrix B of the same order, the very important part is the order of these two are similar such that A into B or B into A is equal to IM. IM means the identity matrix of the same order. In that case, A is invertible matrix and B is A inverse, or it can be A is B inverse. Means in this case, one matrix will be the inverse of the other matrix. But important part, as I told you, their order must be the same, and in this way this A is called invertible matrix or B is also called invertible matrix. Now to understand the inverse of a matrix or invertible matrix, we will take one example. Let A is this matrix and B is another matrix. Yes? Now we will calculate AB. As I told you earlier, the first row we will multiply by the first column. So we write 2 and 3 here. I already explained you the multiplication of the matrix and it is very important here. It is 2, 3. So if you multiply 2 by 2, it will be 4 and 3 by minus 1, it is minus 3. Then 2 by minus 3, so it is minus 6 and 3 by 2, it is plus 6. Now I am taking the second row. And it is 2 by 1, it is 2, and 2 by minus 1, it is minus 2. And multiply this by this, that is 1 by minus 3, it is minus 3, and 2 into 2, it is 4. So it is 4 minus 3, it is 1, this will be 0, and this will be 0, and this will be 1. So this is an identity matrix of order 2 by 2. This is also of order 2 by 2 and this is also order of 2 by 2. Now, if you compare this example with this statement, then M is 2 here. Similarly, it can be for 3 by 3, it can be for 4 by 4. So, what is our conclusion here? The conclusion, if you calculate one more part, if you calculate BA, you will find that BA will also, you can multiply this by this, you will find that BA will also be the I2. This is I2, this can also be I2. So we can say here that B is equal to A inverse or A is equal to B inverse. We write A power minus 1, but we read this as A inverse or we read this as B inverse. So here we can say that B is inverse of A or A is inverse of B, and here you have observed that I have taken square matrix only. Now what about the rectangular matrix? So here I want to tell you that rectangular matrix does not have inverse, because you know in a rectangular matrix sometime AB exists करता है, then BA not exist करता है, and if it exists also, then also it is not necessary that we can calculate the inverse of any matrix if it is a rectangular matrix. So we can say here that only the square matrix is invertible.